Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will do one of my favorite kind of videos, that is reacting to your K-pop confessions. Not that I have done this specifically before, but I love when I get the chance to see what you guys are thinking. I want to thank for everyone's responses on my community tab and on my Instagram when I asked you. This video will be opinionated, so have that in mind before continuing. Now without further ado, let's start. Roses on the ground could have been better. Well, we can't like everything. If I'm being honest, it was a bit different from what I would have imagining it, especially on the chorus, and I had to listen to it a couple of times to get used to it. And still now it's my least favorite part, but overall I really liked the song. Unless the bullying involved physical abuse, it shouldn't be brought up years later. The victim needs to get help. It won't benefit them to ruin someone's career for what they did as kids. What? Every form of abuse, physical or verbal, should be punished, no matter when the victim is ready to talk. It's not an easy thing to come out, so even if it takes years, at least an apology is deserved to them. Now I know some other things have come out, like smoking or drinking underage. That is what I can tell. They are only used to bring someone down, that he or she doesn't deserve it. Things that are regular things for us should be implied to them as well. But other than that, if someone has done something actually bad, I don't see anything wrong by coming out. Even if it saddens me, it brings justice, and that's all that matters. This paved the way thing is getting out of hand. Like a month ago I saw a tea sail their own way trending. What the heck is this? Okay, that was funny. To be honest, I never really liked the phrase, because people only said that to bring someone else down, or dismiss someone else's career, like it was irrelevant. I thought SVT and 17 were two different groups, and I thought 17 had actually 17 members. We all have been there. I feel like by looking at K-pop idols my confidence just goes down. Everyone is so pretty and perfect that it makes me feel bad about myself. I would have said you shouldn't feel like this, but it's your emotions and how you feel. But think that no one is actually perfect, and most of these people sadly have to be perfect to most of the public's eyes. And I'm sure that everyone has these thoughts no matter who they are. Everyone is unique. If you continue to feel bad, I would suggest you to take a step back and reconsider what you are thinking. Everyone is beautiful in different eyes. Confidence first comes from your attitude and how you feel. These were just my words. I hope you change your mind. I was scared of NCT. Well, that's interesting. Why? Because they are so many. Now I'm curious. I find Jay so boring, not because she can't speak English or anything, it's just that I don't feel connected to her. Well, even if I love Blackpink and Jay, so I can understand that we can't connect with everyone, and that's okay. I thought Bangtan was the only K-pop group, and I didn't even know that K-pop is a whole industry. Who can blame you? It's not like every country has such a big industry for groups. I personally learned a lot of new things that I didn't know that were happening before. It is hard for me to like boy groups that have members younger than me. Okay, I can relate to that, but for me it's for both genders, and if only I have a huge age difference with them. But I understand for boy groups this can differ more. Dahan is more like an entertainer and Twice rather than an actual idol, honestly. Well, being in that industry means you need some skills. She has this talent which many love, and this made her stand out, so I don't see a problem. Most new boy groups are all the same. None of them, or I'd say 70% of them, don't stand out from the rest, and all debut with the same dark concept and basic dances. I believe that the reality is somewhere in the middle. I also seen groups doing very similar concepts that after sometimes bother me, but what actually matters is seeing more content from them, to see them as groups and getting to know them. So the companies just need to put more attention into building a fan base based on them, and not the trends, because as quick as they come, that quick can be forgotten too. I hugged the TOP cutout for 2 hours straight. You can't be serious. Didn't you like get tired, or got sore? I don't know what to say. I hope this is a joke. When I first got into K-pop, there were always at least 2 members who looked the same to me. I mean, I think it happened to everyone. Most groups have a lot of members you need to remember, so it's only natural to get them mixed. It happens to me even in my everyday environment. Taemin looks exactly like Ollie London. I always get confused on who is who, without wanting to disrespect anyone. That's offensive. I thought YG and JYP were a gay couple back in the day. I swear I have heard everything at this point. Sometimes I force myself to like at least one of the songs from an album, just because I like the album cover. When I read it first I was like, how can you force yourself to like a song? But then I remember that I also do something similar. If I see a pretty cover I would want more to like a song in the album. Also I do that for the repackage. If the cover is better I save my songs from that album. I was dancing to Cherry Bomb, and Mom saw me doing the hip thrust part at the start of the song. Oh well, that must have been awkward. I used to follow the Blackpink hate wagon. I don't know where it came from. I just had some boiling hate for them. Now they are my ultimate girl group. I mean, how can you go from hating them so much to having them as your favorite group? But I just want to say, guys, that we can all dislike someone, but going public and hating them isn't good. IZ*ONE has too many members. I have seen groups with more. I feel like in girl groups no one can beat Red Velvet in vocals. I don't know. There are many talented artists out there, but for the vocal color, because that's what really matters to me, I would definitely put them along my favorites. K-pop has been very underwhelming this year so far. Almost no bops like last year. I like soloists, but they just don't capture my attention as much. So this year has been so bland for me. I have to admit that from the releases so far, I only liked a few that I keep on listening. But if you don't enjoy soloists, that could be a problem, as I haven't seen a lot of groups releasing things. At least my favorite ones haven't. But I believe from May and afterwards we will get so many amazing songs. So don't lose hope. I prefer girl groups over boy groups overall. No hate. I also love boy groups, but I feel like overall girl groups have more memorable songs that are better for listening on repeat. Okay, I can hear that and I can understand why, if you like some types of music, but personally, because I like more girl crush songs, I can't seem to relate. With boy groups they have a more low pitch that doesn't tire my ears, while girl groups have high-pitched tones that I couldn't be listening to them for repeat. But it all depends on the artist and song. The artists I know for sure I could be listening on repeat are BTS, EXO and Blackpink. I thought that Mamamoo and Momoland were the same group. Well, I can understand your confusion. So many stylists should be fired. I feel bad for wanting someone to get fired, but some fits are not it. Maybe the company should make them attend some courses to keep up with trends and so on. The Mamamoo fandom is quite toxic. You just have to see how they denigrate girl groups. I know it's not all the fandom and a part of it always, but I also have a bad experience with them, and I even turned off my comment section in one of my award shows opinions video, because some people couldn't handle another one's opinion, and they took it too far. Even if you don't agree with someone, there is no need to go to the next level. Just say your opinion and move on. So I maybe put a taboo on the fandom since then. That's not good, so I'll try to erase that when I see more kindness from them. A girl with who I was friend with made an edit of me and my bias marrying each other. She did not tell me. She showed it to all our K-pop friends and claimed that I made the edit. When I discovered it, I blocked her and never talked to her again. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I can't imagine how you must have felt. She doesn't deserve you. So showing you her true colors and not being your friend anymore has some good in it. Hate when people compare generations to one another. They're both amazing. You right here are my friend. I hate it when I see so many arguments over this. Every generation had its impact, and every generation is unique. We should appreciate rather than arguing who is better. Visuals are not untalented. They trained for years and they are a very important part of the group. Stop calling them untalented. Okay, I feel like this is a personal attack for when I said that I don't like the position being public. I believe that they are talented, but I just don't like this position. It's not something you can get better or train more. I don't like the idea of some artists, or in general people think that's only what's beautiful. Everyone has different preferences, and it also can be a burden to the one who is. And also, by not liking the position doesn't mean I don't like or appreciate the artist. I still don't get why Rosé had a full English album for her solo, like she is a K-pop idol after all, and her first language is English, so this was more than expected. If she felt comfortable like this, I'm glad she did it. I thought J-Hope was sponsored by Sprite. Well, I'm sure I thought so too. He always promotes it. I think sometimes people say cultural appropriation to things just because certain idols did it and they want to drag them down. When that happens, it's mostly people outside that culture that say that. So because this is a very sensitive topic, we should leave the ones who know better to educate us. And of course, people always want to find reasons to hate on someone. So when it happens, we should take place. And this was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I tried to put as many as I could. If you want me to do this again, make sure you leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.